Shalom, 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 shalom. Call halaya hawa ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushai, ba'Hashem Harak HaKadosh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatam to all the Akim, who Akim out there keeping his word in all truth and sincerity, teaching the downfall of Esau, the 2/3 in this wicked kingdom, and to these heathens. I just wanted to say, I want to talk about a dream that I had last night. Man, I had this dream. Man, I was banging, man. It was like they was like it was like, you know what the Spartan said. He's like, give them hell or something like that. But it was something more than that was said in Slovakia. But it was like when he was like, oh, I need you to bow down to me. Like, I don't know if I was just having this dream, because I was actually watching 300 and I fell asleep, and I think I was still hearing it. But then it was like, oh, if it was like something talking about Spartans or something, and I was like, nah, this is Yasha Allah. And then it was like I was banging, and it was like someone Esau, and I was banging, like I was fighting, and literally I was like flying in the air, jumping off of buildings, and like I was shooting arrows across this this way from one building to another, and I was like flying in the air. And as I was shooting these arrows, I was like, oh shoot, I'm about to fall. You know, it's like, you know how Peter lost how they lost the faith when he was walking on water. It was like, oh shoot, I'm about to fall. So I turned around, and they jumped off the building because they was chasing me, and I shot some arrows at them, like doof doof, and I turned back around and I shot an arrow into the wall that was across from me while I was still in the air falling, and I held on to that, and I remember swinging into the wall. And I remember, man, I was just banging. It was like some stuff. Even the dude from like 300 was up in there. He was like, he said some shit that I was like, nah, I don't bow down to that. You know what I mean? I was like, you know, when the dude was like, oh, bow down to me or whatever. And I was like, nah, I don't bow down to that. And the dude, I remember hiding behind a pole real quick because the leader of the Spartans was walking by, and I was like, y'all ain't no Spartans, y'all Esau. And I was like this Yasha Allah. Man, I was banging, man. And for some reason I was dressed like a fucking ninja type thing, man. And I've always fantasized, like I've always felt like a ninja since I was a little ass kid. You know what I mean? Like my feet was different. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I had hooves feet, but not hooves feet, but like ninja shoes. You know what I mean? So I was like, what the fudge? And you know, it was kind of like I was dressed in between a ninja and how Jamie Foxx was dressed on Robin Hood when he was banging with Robin. He had on all that blue representing the Israelites, you know what I mean? He had the navy blue on, you know. And it was like that, man. I just remember it was a scrap mode, you know what I mean? And I mean, it was spiritual. It was spiritual, and it's kind of crazy because me and Ak was just talking on the phone before I fell asleep, or we was messaging each other, talking about how we almost up out of here, and how we need to, you know, stay spiritual and just, you know, just fight the spiritual war, because, you know, the Most High said, who's going to stand up for me against the evildoers of iniquity? You know what I mean? This is the house of David, you know. Habayah Shaddai with Doc, you know, so it's the house of David. Either you with it, you Yasha Allah, you the Prince of Power. Oh, yeah, because I kept saying, nah, Prince of Power. Either you Prince of Power or you not. You know what I mean? Either you going to get down or you ain't. You know what I mean? He says he strengthens our hands. He teaches our hands to war. You know? So this ain't about us. We ain't out here doing this by ourselves. You know what I mean? We got 70,000 brothers around us. You know what I mean? Watching. You know what I mean? Rejoicing every time we pass this test. So, you know, we just got to keep this faith, keep strong. And I mean, y'all see one of the Akim out there, you know what I mean? If he going through stuff, we all going through stuff. But I mean, you know, he need a phone to help prophesy, you know, a lot of that's one thing I want to say too, is I hate a lot of I hate a lot of Israelites, man, or a lot of these fake ass Israelites and people. It's kind of like I think this is what happened when I fell asleep, and it's kind of like people are only there for the king while he's king, but once he gets betrayed, y'all don't want to, people don't want to be there for him. They want to get up and leave and serve this new king, when that king was righteous and good for him, and this new king is evil. So it's either you're going to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you're going to keep the covenant of our forefathers, or your ass going to get put to death. So, I mean, with that said, it's like, yo, like you said, who's going to stand up for me? Who's going to stand for me? Who's going to stand up against the evildoers of iniquity? Either you're going to stand or you're not. You know what I mean? Either you're going to stand or you're not. You know what I mean? This war ain't going to be pretty. A lot of y'all don't think that we're in a war. We in a war. And I'm just going to make this part 1 and do a part 2. But I mean, either you're going to stand up or you ain't. Because right now I'm at work. I got to back this truck. But with that said, I just want to say Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all just jump off. You know, y'all do that to the Akim too. Y'all be like, oh, the Most High ain't dealing with him because he going through pilgrimage or he homeless. When that's stupid, because the Most High says he chastises who he loves. So Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushai.